Hi, I'm Alyssa Nobriga, and this is your place to connect with your soul and get tips on creating success in business and in love. Today, I want to share with you the most powerful meditation practice I've ever discovered. And the result of that is experiencing less anxiety and stress in your life. And so, if you've ever meditated, I'm sure you quickly experience the mind's habit of focusing on thoughts and sensations and emotions is endless. And there are some styles of meditation that try to control attention, like mantras or visualization or breath work. And those are all beautiful. And I encourage you to follow whatever feels right for you at this point in your life, because that's going to change. And if you stay true to that, it will guide you. And so just notice what feels good for you now. This meditation is not that because it has no direction and no goal. And I often think that in our society we can be very conditioned to continue becoming. And rather than unconsciously being driven by thinking that what we want is in the future, this is an opportunity to pause that and to really step back from that conditioning and just ask yourself, can I absolutely know for sure that what I'm longing for in the future isn't already here? And before the mind comes up with an answer, just to directly experience in this moment, whatever that may be, can I absolutely know that the happiness or the peace that I long for isn't already here before I go looking for it? So it's part of an inquiry meditation. So to be more direct, rather than following the rabbit hole of thinking, which is fine if thoughts come up, but rather than indulging the mind and rather than resisting the mind, you just step back and you experience this sort of vast presence of awareness. You experience yourself as this awareness. And one inquiry that can take you into this is to notice what's noticing. So notice what notices the thoughts that come up, rather than following the thought, just to step back. And so in this way, well, it's like if a thought comes up and you're thinking, I shouldn't be thinking, that's just another thought. And often that actually agitates the mind. And so let thoughts be there. And just notice this compassionate awareness that is always here, untouched by all of the comings and goings of life. And you'll naturally feel an aliveness, an awakeness, an inspiration, a nourishment, because you'll be hooked up to your source. You'll be hooked up to consciously experience what you already are, what you think the future will give you. So it's just a pause from this conditioned response for more so that you can embody and experience the fullness of your being. So again, just noticing what's noticing. And just to really ground this, it's like you can be on the computer right now watching this. And if we open the aperture, you'll start noticing in this moment the walls or the space in the room. And notice that the walls don't mind what content is inside the room. It's like something within you is already allowing everything to be as it is. And as you come to notice that, you'll experience everything that fills this room with compassion, with neutrality. There's just an allowance. It's almost like being this compassionate, loving mother or father for any thought that arises. It just comes and then it goes. But you are this sort of larger presence of awareness. And if you open the aperture, you'll experience and embody that more fully. And so anytime a thought may come up, rather than judging, oh, I got lost in the rabbit hole of thinking, let that be something that you celebrate. I noticed. Because as soon as you notice, you're outside of the trance of thinking. And so you just take a moment and take a breath and just let it be an invitation to celebrate that you're here. Celebrate feeling this aliveness that is already here. And as you do that, it reconditions you to source from within, to experience the peace that's already here. You're not creating it, it's already here, we're just noticing it. And so I have some free offerings, some free guided meditations. If you're interested in experiencing this directly, you can go to my YouTube channel and check it out. Experience what's available for you, the gift that you already are, the gifts that are available. And I also have a meditation CD called Guided Meditations into the Heart of Self-Discovery. And it's all about this. It's really opening this aperture to experience your radiance, your fullness, the truth of who you are. It's at alyssanobriga.com, and I do hope that this serves you and supports you. Let thoughts be there. Let it go. Just notice what's noticing. That's where the magic's at. Enjoy. This is the time when everything starts coming to life through action. And I want to encourage you, no more waiting, no more postponing until something else happens. Everything that you need to have a happy and successful life is already within you. And I want to support you in discovering that for yourself.